Margaret was 68, healthy, and swore by her daily eggs. She boiled them, fried them, scrambled them, convinced she was nourishing her body. But what she didn't know is that the very way she handled her eggs was slowly poisoning her. Not because eggs are bad, but because of hidden mistakes. A yolk eaten the wrong way, a pan that leached toxins, and a simple storage habit that quietly turned her breakfast into a breeding ground for bacteria. That's the terrifying part nobody talks about. Behind the shell of every egg are secrets the food industry doesn't want you to know. And for seniors over 60, those secrets can mean the difference between strong muscles and rapid weakness, or even life and death. In this video, we will reveal the 7 egg mistakes ranked from number 7 down to the most dangerous number 1. And stick with me, because number 4 is the hidden mistake that doubles your risk of heart problems, and most seniors have been making it for years without realizing it. All the studies and references I've used are listed right in the description. Check them yourself. Don't take anyone's word blindly. But before we dive in, let me ask you, how old are you? And how do you usually eat your eggs? Fried, boiled, or scrambled? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading through and jumping into the conversation. Now, without any further ado, let's start with mistake number 7. And it's one that looks delicious on the plate, but can send you to the hospital overnight. Number 7. Eating runny eggs with weak immune systems. Runny eggs look appetizing. The yolk drips golden, rich, and soft. But that runny center can hide something deadly, Salmonella enteritis, a bacteria that infects eggs before the shell is even formed. For most healthy adults, a mild infection means diarrhea or cramps. But in seniors, it can mean sepsis, bacteria entering the blood, and sometimes even death. According to the CDC, Salmonella causes over 23,000 hospitalizations in the U.S. every year, and older adults are one of the highest risk groups. Now picture this. Margaret, 72, loved dipping toast into her soft-boiled egg every morning. One day she was rushed to the ER with a fever and chills. Doctors traced it back to the runny yolks she thought were harmless. Here's the science simplified. Heat is what kills Salmonella. At 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 71 degrees Celsius, bacteria are destroyed. But a runny yolk never reaches that point. That means every bite is a gamble. For seniors with reduced stomach acid, which is a natural defense, bacteria that would have been destroyed in younger years now slip through. Once inside, they multiply quickly, leading to dehydration, organ stress, and in severe cases, bloodstream infections. The problem? Most seniors assume if the egg looks clean, it must be safe. But Salmonella hides inside, not on the surface. And unlike spoiled milk or rotten meat, it doesn't give off a smell. You can't see it. You can't taste it. The egg looks perfect until it makes you sick. The solution isn't giving up eggs. It's cooking them properly. Scrambled, hard-boiled, or fried until the yolk is firm ensures the heat kills hidden bacteria. If you must enjoy runny eggs, use pasteurized ones. These are heated just enough during processing to kill bacteria, but not enough to cook the egg. Runny yolks may look Instagram-worthy, but for seniors they're a ticking time bomb. And the next mistake is even more common because it happens before you ever crack the shell, right at the grocery store. Number 6. Storing eggs near strong-smelling foods. Most seniors think the refrigerator protects eggs from everything. But here's the shocking truth. Eggshells aren't solid barriers. They're porous, covered in as many as 17,000 tiny pores, which means odors and gases from nearby foods can pass straight through into the egg. Storing eggs next to onions, garlic, fish, or strong cheeses doesn't just ruin their taste. It can also alter their safety. Why? Because those pores don't only let odors in, they can also allow bacteria-laden moisture from other foods to seep inside. A 2016 Journal of Food Protection study found that eggs stored near raw fish absorbed volatile compounds and developed higher bacterial counts within just days. For seniors with weaker immune systems, that's an open door for foodborne illness. Betty, 76, had a habit of keeping her eggs on the fridge shelf right above chopped onions and leftover fish. When she cracked them into her morning omelet, the eggs tasted off, but she assumed it was the onion smell. Weeks later, she ended up in the ER with food poisoning. Her doctor explaining that contaminated vapors had actually penetrated the eggshells, tainting her food from the inside out. Beyond bacteria, nutrient loss is another hidden risk. Eggs exposed to sulfur compounds from garlic or onions break down faster, with vitamin A and lutein degrading more rapidly. For seniors who rely on eggs for eye and brain protection, that means you're getting fewer benefits every day you store them carelessly. The solution is simple but overlooked. Always keep eggs in their original carton, away from strong-smelling foods, ideally in the coldest part of the fridge, not on the door. The carton acts as a shield, blocking both odors and moisture, while also helping maintain stable temperature. Storing eggs near strong-smelling foods seems harmless, but for seniors it's a hidden mistake that strips nutrients, spoils taste, and quietly raises the risk of foodborne illness. And the next mistake on our list is even more dangerous, because it happens during cooking, when the way you prepare eggs can destroy their health benefits before they ever reach your plate. Number 5. Reheating boiled eggs in the microwave. It seems innocent enough. You boil a batch of eggs, store them in the fridge, and then pop one into the microwave for a quick warm-up. But this simple habit can turn a healthy food into a dangerous accident. When boiled eggs are reheated in the microwave, the moisture trapped inside the egg turns into superheated steam. Because the egg white and yolk are encased in a solid structure, the pressure has nowhere to escape. The result? The egg can literally explode in your hand, on your plate, or worse, inside your mouth. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Food Science tested microwave boiled eggs and found that some reached internal steam pressures capable of rupturing the yolk with an explosive pop. Injuries from these incidents range from minor burns to permanent damage. For seniors with thinner skin and slower reaction times, even a small burn can lead to infection or scarring. Take Harold, 72. He thought nothing of tossing a boiled egg into the microwave for 20 seconds. When he bit into it, the yolk burst like a firecracker, burning his lips and tongue. What seemed like a harmless shortcut ended with a trip to the ER and weeks of painful recovery. But it's not just the explosion risk. Reheating eggs unevenly in a microwave can also alter proteins, making them rubbery and harder to digest. For seniors already dealing with reduced stomach acid, this can lead to bloating, indigestion, or poor nutrient absorption. The safer option is simple. If you want warm eggs, reheat them gently by slicing and pan heating on low, or place the peeled egg in hot water for a few minutes. These methods warm the egg without turning it into a ticking time bomb. Microwaving boiled eggs looks like a time saver, but for seniors it's a dangerous trap. And the next mistake? It's not about reheating. It's about a raw habit that can deliver bacteria straight to your bloodstream. Number 4. Washing eggs before storing. It seems logical. You bring eggs home, give them a rinse, and feel safer. But here's the truth. Washing eggs before storing them actually makes them more dangerous. An eggshell might look solid, but it has over 17,000 tiny pores. On the surface, there's a natural protective coating called the bloom or cuticle, designed to keep bacteria like salmonella out. When you wash eggs, especially under warm or running water, that coating is stripped away. The result? Those pores are now wide open, inviting bacteria and moisture inside, where they can multiply silently while the eggs sit in your fridge. A 2011 poultry science study found that improperly washed eggs were 10 times more likely to test positive for salmonella contamination compared to unwashed ones. For seniors, this is no small issue. Foodborne illness is harder to fight after 60, leading to higher hospitalization rates, longer recovery times, and even increased mortality. Consider Ellen, 74, who always rinsed her eggs under the sink before putting them away. One morning, she made scrambled eggs for herself and her husband. Within 24 hours, both were violently ill. Lab tests later showed salmonella.